Hello, beautiful people. My name is Faith Hunter, and welcome to our new moon in Virgo spiritual reading. If you are new to my channel or you are new to these readings, I'm kind of new to them because only a few months ago did I start offering new moon and full moon readings. Along with, from time to time, I'll throw in some affirmations, a quick little meditation, or even some journal prompts. So make sure that you have a cup of tea, maybe a cocktail if you need it, your personal journal if you want to grab that as well. And let's jump into these grounding aspects of the new moon in Virgo. So this new moon in Virgo is truly an auspicious time. And I say that with love because I am a Virgo. I was born on September 10th. My birthday just passed. Really, at the end of the day, I'm still celebrating my birthday. So creating this video today is really a joy. Now, Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury, so it is filled with lots of communication. As we dive into this moon cycle, this is an opportunity for us to become a little more grounded, communicate our needs, desires a little more fluidly, and really tap into the spiritual nature of who we are by possibly creating a little more organization, pinpointing the things that are no longer serving us, and really planning out, crafting and designing the life that we desire. In these readings, I provide altar tips, suggestions around your own personal spirituality, but really how to utilize this new moon energy to support you from day to day. Again, this new moon is filled with that Mercury energy, so it is amplifying our communication. It is also giving us the ability to tap deeper into our mindset. So I'll talk a little bit about how to utilize crystals and meditations to do that. And because it is grounding, I find that breath work will definitely be able to aid and support you in harnessing that Virgo energy and being a little more intentional within your physical as well as emotional realms. Before we get into some of the specifics, this is also an opportunity for you to declutter. I mean, not just the things around your home, right? You need to tidy up some things, reorganize your closet, get your workspace in order at home or at work. But it also is an opportunity to declutter what is going on in your mind, maybe declutter what's clogging your heart or blocking some of your energy centers like your chakras. Let's talk a little bit about some of the major themes within this time period. We have organization. Now, I talked about the decluttering, but when I say organization, you want to harness on that Virgo energy. Virgos are always about pinpointing, finding the very meticulous aspects around literally everything in our lives. So this is an opportunity and a chance for you to maybe not just look at everything in your life, right? You don't want to get overwhelmed during this period, but look at one particular segment of your life where you can add a little bit more organization. Maybe it is your home life, maybe it is your spiritual life, maybe it is your career. And even within that, go a little bit deeper. Figure out what is not working, what is working, and what is providing you with some ease, with some success, with some prosperity. And then as you look at that area, pull apart the pieces, sweep out the clutter, decompose the junk, and then allow the seeds that you've planted in that area, maybe months ago, years ago, to start to grow and flourish. Maybe fertilize them, water them a little bit more because, again, Virgo is an earth sign. So this is the perfect time for you to really tap into the earthiness of that energy. Purity. Purity is another theme that is coming up because Virgo, the virgin, right? That pureness. But as you harness that pure energy, I want you to think about your heart. Yeah. So let's pause together for a moment. I want you to place your hands over your heart and just kind of think about, what does your heart need? If your heart is feeling a little blocked, it's feeling a little trapped, it's feeling a little heavy, it's feeling a little dark, maybe you just need to breathe into it a little more in this space, and then invite some grounding energy to support you in finding that healing so that you can connect, communicate, and love yourself more purely, but also extend that love, honesty, clear communication, and ultimate clarity from the heart as you connect and communicate with others. Service. We are always in service. I mean, Virgos, we kind of go overboard sometimes in being in service of others. But in this moment, even if it's for a couple of days or you make an intention to do this on a regular basis, try your best not just to be in loving service of others, but I invite you to be in service of yourself. That means practicing radical self-care, giving yourself the most nourishing, loving things that you need, but also, here's a really important piece, taking time out to do the things that are fun. I have to constantly remind myself that I am being of service to myself when I pause, I do a little phone detox, and I simply dive into the fun stuff. And I'm saying dive because I just did my entire birthday day, September 10th. I was at the pool and it was amazing. It was just fun, playful, music, people, having a great time, conversation. So yeah, be of service to yourself by practicing radical self-care. It's time for us to chat about some altar suggestions. Now, Virgo is grounding. It's all about the earth, right? The rootiness. And so what I encourage you to do, if you have a personal altar or you want to make and create a specific altar for this time, is to actually bring in Mother Nature. Bring in some soil, bring in some rocks, bring in some plants, place the leaves on your altar. Maybe even create this beautiful flower arrangement that still has a few touches of summer, but invites a little of that fall energy by adding darker shades of green and brown to your flower arrangement. Also, if you'd like, place a green or brown piece of fabric on your altar. Add some candles that may be the different shades of the earth, different variations of green and brown, and see how that can possibly enhance your ability to tap into this Virgo new moon energy. Personal practices. Now it's time for us to tap into one of the things that I love the most. Of course, one of my favorite personal practices during a new moon cycle is to journal. So take time out to pause, maybe even take a couple of long, deep breaths before you actually drop into some journaling, and give yourself some space to write out your feelings, how you can release a few things and leave them on the earth. But of course, it's a new moon period, so I want you definitely to write down your new moon intentions. Maybe even right now, just take a deep breath in through your nose, exhale out of the mouth. And when you open your eyes, grab your pen and paper and write down your intention for this new moon cycle, or maybe even modify a personal intention. Another personal practice is self-improvement. Now, I talked about Virgo being really analytical a little bit. Virgos are also massive perfectionists. And one of the things that I find that I do, and if you have Virgo as your rising moon or sun sign, you probably already know this. You love to improve and refine who you are. So this is a perfect time for all of you out there to do a little self-improvement. And it doesn't have to be drastic, right? Maybe the self-improvement is committing to a personal self-care practice. Maybe the self-improvement means learning something new, taking a new course, going on YouTube and studying something different. Or maybe the self-improvement is just releasing what is holding you back and committing to stepping into your fullness. And the very last personal practice is healthy lifestyle. Now, Virgos out there, you guys know you feel the discomfort immediately in your gut. But the one thing that we are also about is healthy eating. So give yourself some time to not only consume food that is very nurturing, grounding, but also elevates your vitality. I also want to encourage you to make your meals a sacred practice. Make your meals its own ritual. So you are not only creating a moment of stillness and prayer over your food, right? Even if it's just like, thank you for this divine nourishment. But even as you eat your food, take your time. Flavors are maybe pouring through your mouth, and just allow yourself to absorb every single taste, because there is nothing more from Louisiana. I think I've probably mentioned this, but there's nothing more tasty than a nourishing meal that delivers a flavorful party in my mouth. I mean, yes, from spicy to savory to sweet to salty, all at the same time. But you have to pause and enjoy that. Make your meals a nourishing spiritual practice. The other thing I want to talk about as it relates to healthy living is just giving yourself time to breathe. Breathe not only in those moments where you feel anxious or unsteady, but just pause first thing in the morning. Take a couple of deep breaths before you roll out of bed. Take a couple of deep breaths while you're driving to work in the car. Take a couple of deep breaths when you arrive in your sanctuary, your home, your sacred space, and breathe in. I am grounded, rooted, and stable. I am home and I have arrived. That's all healthy living. So those are a couple of personal practices that you can engage in on a daily basis. Let's move into rituals. The rituals for this moment in time, of course, are going to be related to the earth. So the first thing I want you to definitely do is to go outside, go to the park, go out in the woods, walk barefoot, lie in the grass, just kind of like absorb. If you can, maybe even engage in your journaling outside, maybe even say some of these affirmations that I'm going to provide towards the end outside, or just meditate, be still and breathe in the loveliness, the joyousness, the blessings that Mother Nature has provided us. Get your feet in the mud. I mean, if you just play, find a moment to just even take your shoes off and let your toes move in the mud. If you're near water, get really close and just like soak it all up. Soak up Mother Nature. Another beautiful ritual is that as you are writing your journal prompts, so if you have your altar that you've already set up at home, and maybe you have a green candle that you've lit, and you pull out your journal and you write your intentions down, what I invite you to do is read those intentions aloud, and read them at least 3 times for the body, mind, and soul. Feel them move through you. Feel them in your heart. Feel them in the soles of your feet, and feel them in your aura. That is like one of my favorite rituals. It's simple and easy, yet powerful and super effective. And then our final ritual, make an offering. Make an offering to the Earth. So when you go outside to plant those toes in the ground or to lie and meditate in the grass, if you have a spot where you can actually dig a tiny hole and just return something that you don't need to the earth, allow the earth to support you in a healing process. I have to share a quick story. A couple of years ago, I broke up with a partner, and my partner had given me a piece of jewelry. And I found myself continuing to wear that piece of jewelry because I loved it. I mean, it was one of my favorites. And then I was like, you know what? I have to let this go so that I can really move on. And I really want the earth, Mother Earth, to support me in taking my next steps. And even though the relationship wasn't a traumatic one, right? We just kind of fell out of love. I took that piece of jewelry and I dug a hole in one of my local parks in DC, and I planted it there. And I was like, thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Divine Spirits, for bringing this person into my life. I am truly grateful and appreciative. And now I return this gift to the earth as an offering of releasing and an intention to step forward and move powerfully upon this earth in my life. So make an offering. Okay, let's dive into crystals. Now, I want to talk about 2 crystals. Definitely grab a jasper. Jasper is just like this beautiful crystal that is extremely grounding and rooting. And then you also can utilize citrine. Citrine is going to help you to tap into your inner awareness and really find that sense of clarity as you move through identifying the things that are no longer serving you and getting into this aspect of organizing your life or one aspect of your life. Now, you can utilize these crystals in a variety of ways. Of course, you can place the crystals on your altar. You can create a crystal grid if you're really into that. But I also like utilizing crystals during my meditation practice, and also when I'm maybe doing a moon practice or just kind of grounding in my yoga practice. I'll place the crystals at the top of my mat where my feet are planted, right? The grounding aspect, where my feet are planted when I'm doing sun salutations. And then when I finally go into my shavasana, I'll take the crystal and place it over the center of my chest. Okay, let's dive into our new moon in Virgo affirmations. Now, with these affirmations, you have a couple of ways that you can practice them. Of course, I'm going to encourage you to repeat them silently or aloud after me. But you can sit in meditation while you do these affirmations. You can lie on your back while you do these affirmations. And you can also stand. Whatever works for you. Eyes opened or closed. Take a couple of long, deep breaths in and out of your nose. And know that if you want to place your hands over the center of your chest, or if you like, right, you can bring your elbows right by your rib cage with the palms facing up. Now, if you're seated on the ground, right, you can place the palms down on the earth, right? There's so many ways, whatever resonates with you. So as you breathe in and out, relax the shoulders for the crown of your head, rise all the way up towards the heavens, and begin to repeat after me. I am safe, rooted, and supported. I am safe, rooted, and supported. I am grounded in my purpose. I am grounded in my purpose. I align with my highest self. I align with my highest self. My mind is clear and my heart is open to receive wisdom. My mind is clear, and my heart is open to receive wisdom. I effortlessly attract abundance into my life. I effortlessly attract abundance into my life. I am the embodiment of divinity. I am the embodiment of divinity. I am a vessel of love, creativity, and ingenuity. I am a vessel of love, creativity, and ingenuity. With each step I take, I am grounded. With each step I take, I am grounded. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Place both hands over your heart if they're not already there. Exhale, empty out. And as your eyes begin to blink open, thank yourself for pausing and affirming your highest self. All right, everybody. So just to kind of wrap everything up around this new moon in Virgo, it's grounding, it's meticulous, it's detailed, it's a moment and time for organization. But within all of that, there still is this beautiful aspect of deep spirituality, refining your intuition, and the ground is fertile and ready for you to step into this new cycle with abundance while you manifest your desires, dreams, and hopes by aligning to your true nature and harnessing the power of Mother Earth. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.